Do you ever struggle then with like people pleasing in that
Yeah,
scenario?
I used to 100%. No, I've gone to therapy.
Because I struggle with that right now. And
Yeah.
I'm very curious like how you sort of what you do now differently then that it happens less.
Yeah, so cognitive behavioral therapy helped me out a lot there. Went to a bunch of therapy, read a bunch of books on it, and practiced a lot. So the first thing for me to, which I had to realize, was that back in my childhood, if I wasn't pleasing, for example, my mom or my stepdad, if I didn't do what they wanted me to do, that I wouldn't be safe at the time. Let's just say that, all right? Which could mean I would be hit or kicked or something would be thrown at me. So what's the coping mechanism that I built? The coping mechanism that I built was that I had to protect myself. And how do I do that? By pleasing the abuser, okay?
Yeah.
Which, helped at the time. It was a surviving mechanism. However, years later, you start realizing, for example, in my relationship and with friends and this and that I was still afraid of conflict because at the time, I would immediately default back to my youth. And I would default back to that. And my mind would say, okay, if you don't satisfy this person and please this person, you will be faced with abuse. Because that's what the kid me would think, right?
Exactly, yeah.
So first thing was realizing that and catching myself do that. And then later on, it was realizing that, first of all, no one's going to leave you if you set boundaries and tell them, hey, sorry, I ain't doing this. That's the first thing. The second thing is realizing you're safe. Like nothing's going to happen to you. I'm a grown adult. I'm big. I'm strong. I can defend myself. I can stand up for myself and really starting to believe in yourself. Like that might potentially come hand in hand with an anxiety disorder, which you've kept from those traumas, which I had to tackle too. And eventually now, I'm at a point where if someone asks me to do something where I would usually back in the day please them. For example, someone would say, hey, Jordi, can I borrow your car tonight? I really need it for a move. And you're the only one that can help me out. But I have to go somewhere too.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I would say, don't worry. Take the keys. I'll take an Uber. I would sacrifice my own happiness in a way. I would have to, it's inconvenience for me. On top of that, I have to pay extra money because my car is much cheaper than an Uber. And I would do this simply to please the person. Nowadays, I would say, I'm sorry, I can't borrow you the car because I need to go somewhere myself and I suggest you just grab an Uber. Oh, no. And even if the person gets mad, I'm sorry, but I'm picking me over anyone else first. So it's very much becoming selfish and realizing that it's okay to be selfish.
Yeah.
Because for me, the anxiety very much told me, you're being too selfish. It's normal. You're normal selfish. It's not selfish in a way that you're leaving your girlfriend behind because, you want to be home 2 minutes earlier. That would be selfish.
Yeah.
Just wait 2 minutes, right?
Yeah.
It is picking yourself over anyone else first, just like in the airport or in the airplane. When the plane goes down and the oxygen masks come, first put on your own masks before you help someone else. Yeah. And that analogy really helped me. And it's a lot of practice. It's not easy. It's like going to the gym. Yeah.
Like how long do you think it's taken you to get to the stage now?
Yeah,
guessing.
So starting cognitive behavioral therapy took me about 6 months to a year. But after 3 months, did I start seeing noticeable improvements?
Okay.
But yeah, after a year, I would say my even though my life hadn't changed much, the quality, my happiness levels had gone from a 3 out of 10 to a 9 out of 10 on average.
Yeah.